Press the bell icon on our YouTube app and never miss another video from Spotboy.
Here's the Zoya factor, Kapil. Zoya is sitting right next to me, and I think you play Nikhil, which
sir.
I would term it as MS Dhoni.
I don't think it's MS Dhoni per se, but I'm sure there's influences of some of our famous captains.
One of the best days of my life, I'm sure it was yours as well, in 2011. What were you both doing that time before we come to the movie?
I was at home in Kochi, and it was a full house, friends, family, everybody. We all got together to watch the match. I feel like there was like buckets of chicken, because just to watch a game. Very memorable day. I think we all distinctly remember exactly where we were.
I was in Bombay. I was at home watching the match. And I remember when we won, I went on the roads. It's like streets. We were just like hanging out and stuff like that, partying. But I remember I wanted to go to the match and we couldn't procure tickets at that time. And yeah,
Same here.
same here, no?
So tell me, have you read the book? Which was
I read the book
2008, the famous book?
after I heard the script. I had the book because I always keep picking up books everywhere. But when I met with the makers, they were like, if you haven't read the book, we'd like for you to hear the script first. So I heard it as a film, which I think kind of helps you gauge it better. And then I obviously read the book after that, but the book is a lot more detailed, it's a lot longer, a lot more characters, but you have to be kind of concise to fit, the essence of it into a film. But I think Anuja was a big part of the writing, so I'm sure like her readers will be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I read the book in 2008 when it came out. 2009, I read it, and I always thought the book was amazing. Anuja has been like, I don't know how to say, uska aashirwaad hai is film pe. Like, she's been there through the scripting, the conception, the production, post-production, edit. She knows everything that's been happening, and I think that was what's most important. Like, all the characters that are not in the film, most of it was her suggestion. Whichever scenes were removed were her suggestions. So we've tried to keep it as true to the book as possible, but it's just like an hour and a half, right? Hour, 45 minutes, the film. So you can actually incorporate everything into,
yeah.
like most books to film.
But how much do you believe in this? I mean, I know what the film is about, and everybody knows it by now that you play the lucky mascot for the cricket team.
Yeah.
How much do you believe in these things? Because I remember in 11, when we won Sachin didn't allow Sehwag to move from a certain place. Either he बैठे रहो.
Is that
I don't
true?
know.
Yeah. These things happen, and they
Right.
happen in every sphere of life.
Right.
How much do you believe in what you have done, Sonam?
I think destiny is very relevant. Obviously, everybody has something written for them. But at the same time, I think, without effort and without, doing your best and giving your best, nothing can happen. But yeah, I think, you have to be at a certain place at a certain time, and, destiny works. If destiny works in your favor, then it works in your favor.
So you are telling me that luck plays a role despite your hard work, despite
No, with your hard work, and
You have to do your bit.
you have to do your bit, yeah.
I don't think luck or your beliefs or God or I don't think they can do
They can
what
help.
you're supposed to do, right? I mean, if I don't go and act, I won't have a film that's going to come out which might need luck at the box office. So I still have to go do my bit.
But Sonam, what are these superstitions which you have? You must be having a few.
What are my superstitions? I'm blanking out. After speaking about superstition for so long, I'm completely blanking out. I mean, like, for example, I like to work with a certain team on films. Not because of anything. I think it's also comfort level, comfort space. Somebody once told me that if I work with somebody from Dakshin, like in any of my films, it'll be successful. And actually, I started doing that, and it kind of like, so there is always somebody or like a lot of them, like, so basically, like, or if I do a film, like a South Indian film or something, that I will always do like really well, like whatever I do. But I've just made everybody work with me instead.
So I think we from the south
But
being a luck.
nothing very specific like
No,
I
but
would
there's
wear
literally-
this dress. I should
No,
wear
no,
this.
no. It's just that
At a
this
certain
it's
occasion, I'll succeed.
no, but I make sure that I don't have a completely like I do, it's like it's very like I have to have a lot of people in the cast and crew like who are South Indian in my film.
Oh.
I know it sounds weird when I'm saying this, but it's true.
Terms and conditions.
Yeah, not terms and conditions. I'm just like a little more comfortable. My agent in Bling was also Shanti Shivaram.
Yeah.
She's a Tambram, and then right now Madhu is also my agent, and you know, I'm just like more. I don't know. I feel more comfortable.
You?
Superstitions, no, nothing. I feel like I've heard too many stories of people having superstitions in the industry, and I'm like, if you start going in that direction, you're going to keep looking for reasons, and I don't want to depend on that.
But you know, the converse also happens that you know you believe that this thing is lucky, which you happen to be in this film. We also have this notion that this is not lucky. You know, ये अगर यहाँ है तो इसके problem है. I distinctly remember the merciless trolling which Anushka faced during cricket. I mean, in her early days of marriage. How did you see to that?
I mean, I could.
The other side.
I think I don't think I think that's just cruel and unnecessary. And I know that you know, especially in India, like there are a couple of religions. There's cricket, there's Bollywood, and then there's you know, I guess politics and religion itself. I think
Religion
people
itself.
are like very crazy about these things, and I understand that they were like very like fans who were like really wanted India to win in a certain way. But to blame somebody for somebody's performance is just really unethical, I think. I think it's nothing to do with, obviously, because she's been there in a lot of matches where they've won like stupendously well.
Yeah, I mean, now I think they probably consider a little lucky.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think whoever depends on one particular thing for luck, I'm sure at some point that runs out and then they look for the next thing.
So that's unfair, all right. But
Yeah.
you know, have you faced this unfair thing which also happens in Indian movies, especially Bollywood?
Right.
You know, you're the son of a famous star, and you know, you are compared to your father all the time. Do you
Yeah.
think that's fair?
But that's not unfair or fair. I mean, it's inevitable. I think because you know you are the son of this sort of. Sorry,
I
I
am
am.
inevitable.
you are inevitable.
No, do you know? Sorry. this is-
Comparisons are
yeah, that's what I said.
what she's saying.
No, I
it
think
was a
she's referring to
joke.
something else.
It's not the Marvel film.
There you go. So
Sorry.
no, I don't stress too much about that because I'm like I don't think I do the same kind of movies as him. I don't think I look like him. I don't imitate him.
You don't look like him at all.
Yeah, I look like my mom. And but I mean, I guess people are so used to seeing
You don't even
them.
have the same last name.
I don't. People are so used to seeing them on screen. I think they expect you to either be like them or like, you know, you have to at least reach the same amount of success. So I only find it unfair when they kind of simplify things that you worked hard for. You know, sometimes they say, oh, you know, your movie's done well because of your father's fans, which is not true. I mean, if a film is bad, no amount of fans can make it a hit. You know, so those things I sometimes find unfair, but for the most part, it's all good. So I think over time, it's been almost 30 films, and in the past 7-8 years, I've just made my peace with it.
To conclude, Sonam, I read a
Anshi.
very interesting statement which you made.
Yeah.
You know, recently that you know you played this successful and advertising executive in the film.
Not successful at all.
Not successful at all.
No,
and
I'm not
then
successful in the film at
You
all.
turn into a lucky.
I've become unlucky.
She's quite unlucky in the film,
I'm unlucky, like work-wise,
and love.
love-wise, in all wises.
Okay,
I'm
so then I asked you
unlucky.
some relevant questions before, but here you made a statement that you know, in whether in any office today, you know, you do
Any profession.
Yeah, you are cagey about hiring women
Yeah.
because you are worried that
Yeah.
they may not give you productivity after 7 p.m. They
Yeah.
may become pregnant. They don't work
Married.
late hours, whatever. How do you see?
I think it's you know, we live unfortunately in a patriarchal society, and there is a lot of discrepancy and a lot of sexism in that way, and we kind of underestimate women and underestimate their dedication and professionalism. I've been working. I'm married. I've been awake. I barely seen my husband, and he's very understanding about it. I've been working since like 9 a.m. today. I just ate lunch in front of you. I think our dedication to work is completely underestimated, and I think things need to change now. Despite all the kind of progress and strides that we've taken in kind of changing the way we look at women, I feel like that's only in a few very concentric circles, and we might say something and think a certain way, but people still kind of don't give that trust, I feel, and understanding that women can do anything that a man can do, or maybe even better.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Well, Sonam is definitely doing it, and Dulquer, I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Pleasure
Thanks
talking to
you
you.
too for this movie.
Thank you.
Thank you for so much
Thank you,
for
Vicky.
being on Spot.